Okay, here I'm training my special guest Aaron here about how to install Puppy Linux onto the computer. Yeah,
So, Puppy Linux, is that like for. Is it a smaller version of Linux?
yeah, I think it's one of the smallest ones that you can get. You just put them on like really old computers.
How come you wouldn't use like the regular Linux?
Um, the smaller versions cut out all the bloatware and stuff. Like you don't get a whole lot of extra features and stuff. It's just the raw,
Basics?
yeah, basics for an operating system just to get it going.
So why isn't Linux a penguin? Why is it a puppy?
That's the generic logo for that. Linux has a bunch of it's open source, so a bunch of people can just make their own operating system out of it. So Puppy Linux is a distribution or a distro or a different flavor, if you will. So they just gave it a puppy. Okay, so she's already got Rufus downloaded, and she's now working on getting the .iso installed.
So what is Rufus? What is it for?
The Rufus is just a third-party program that allows you to put an ISO image or any DOS image or something onto a USB stick so you can boot it up from the USB. Like if you would put like Windows 7 operating system onto it, it would it would be like putting in a CD or something so you can boot to install an operating system. Okay, we just finished part one with putting Linux Puppy onto the USB bootable media, and we are about to start the second part where we physically install it onto our computer.
How do I know which video setting I should use for my monitor? Would I find that in like the manual?
For your resolution?
Yes.
Yep, that would be in your manual for buying a monitor and stuff like that. A lot of ones nowadays can support all the resolutions. It's just if you go in a drastic amount that stuff might be cut off, so you'd be able to test that here and see.
Okay. So that's what it looks like. What is encryption for?
Encryption is so all of your raw data is encrypted for in case you get a virus or someone tries to take your data or something. So like if you would have the raw data of like a Word document or like something like that, it would be a whole bunch of numbers and letters that wouldn't make sense, but the computer would know how to decode that itself. Mm-hmm. Whereas if it wasn't encrypted, it would just be right there, able to read by whoever has access to it.
Okay.
So there you go. You installed Linux onto your own computer. So someday you might even want to put it on a USB of your own and try out Linux Puppy.
Yeah, that was pretty easy.
Huh? Nice work.
You too.